Hey y'all, and welcome to the Birmingham Real Estate Investors Roundup. This is the 6th edition of this show. And what we do on the show is look at real case studies from my clients that are investing in the Birmingham real estate market. And we also look at some of my active listings that may be potential opportunities for you if you're looking to buy or invest here in our local market. So that's what we're going to do today. I do have a webinar coming up on the 23rd of this month. The topic this month specifically is on buying turnkey rentals. It's a strategy that a lot of my clients use, and that's really talking about rental properties that are higher quality, they're ready to go day one, that may even have a tenant already in there, and you can purchase and pretty much turn on the cash flow pretty quickly. It's a really great strategy, especially for working professionals who are busy and don't have the time to deal with rehabs and that type of thing. My name is Rob Drum. I'm a real estate broker at eXp Realty here in Birmingham, Alabama. And let's go ahead and get started here on today's acquisition case study. I've been doing this is the 6th video of this now, and I also do a Birmingham market update. So I'd love it if you would subscribe to this channel. We'll be sure to keep this type of content coming. And thank you for all of you who have subscribed. Really appreciate that. So this is a property, turnkey property that we found listed on the market in Eastlake, which is a really fast appreciating area of Birmingham right now. A lot of people are renovating in this area. There's a lot of, solid streets, a lot of good activity, good things happening. It's kind of right in the path of progress of where people have been renovating for the last couple of years. So it's pushing into Eastlake, and this property is right in the middle of that on Frankfurt Avenue. And this is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath. It's a small house. I think it's right under 1,100 square feet, but very nicely renovated. You'll see pictures on the next slide, but there's floors painted, new floors painted, kind of new countertops, pretty well maintained. You can see here, nice landscaping. So just a cute house, and this street is a kind of a dead end street, really quiet street, nice place to live, nice home. My clients purchased this for $72,500 and it rented at $850, which is $50 higher than I thought it would rent. And really, about a year ago, I would have said $750 is what this house would rent for at this size, this finish, this area. So it's kind of something we've seen with COVID is not only are prices going up, but rents are definitely going up as well. So this is a little bit older home than the one that we looked at last week. Last week we looked at a home that was built in 2012, priced closer to $200,000, and so we used a lower expense ratio on that property. On this one, you may be smarter to kind of expect an expense ratio closer to 50%, which leaves you with a net operating income after you pay all your expenses of $5,100. In this case, they purchased with cash, so there's no loan to pay. That amount would be available to pay a loan if there was one in place. Again, this is a really fast appreciating area. We had over 12% appreciation last year in this area, so we're just kind of modeling it at 5%, which would give you approximately $3,625 of appreciation annually. And so adding that income to the appreciation is $8,725, which gives you cash on cash kind of return of 12% annually. And again, if you were to get a loan on this property, that cash, the return on the amount of cash you have invested would go up significantly when you're looking at what you're making relative to how much cash you have invested. And then there's a little bit, the property we looked at last week, there was a more significant depreciation expense, and that's where you kind of show the IRS that you're losing money, but the reality is that your property is appreciating and you're generating income. So you kind of use that to write off against the income that you do have and lower your taxable income. So some lessons learned on this deal. Really, like I mentioned, that the rental and value numbers, because of COVID, and just because of where certain trends within our market that have been going on for a couple of years, but have really accelerated with COVID. I think those two forces have kind of combined and created some shifts, like this one where it rented for $850, and a year ago, before COVID, I definitely would have said it would cap out at $750. So that's a pretty big jump over the course of a year. And on this house, we actually were in a, like almost everything these days, we were in a competitive offer situation. I believe we offered below list price, and but not far, because it's tough to get anything too far below list price these days. But we got a counter because there was another offer, and got a counter and said, if you can do this price, then we'll go with you instead of the financed offer. So a cash offer is still an advantage in this market, still does give you somewhat of an advantage, even though it may not be a lower price. You may be able to get an offer accepted, whereas with a financed offer, it may have been tougher. So here you can see some pictures of the home, just nicely painted cabinets, new countertops. This is just shined up floors. Everything was painted like this. Small home, but a really great home, great street, great fast appreciating area in the path of progress. So I think that was a solid buy for my clients there. For the new inventory today, we're actually looking at some building lots that I have listed on Lola Lane, which is right off Old Springville Road. It's this lot, and this lot. Here's Lola Drive, Lola Drive. And we've got, this is a commercial type building. It's kind of commercial in a couple places. This is a single family residence right here. The current zoning for these lots is A1, and we'll look into a second at what you can do with that. It's agricultural 1. The total acreage for the 3 of these is about 1.5 acres. And there's currently trees on the property. I have a sign up on Old Springville Road. Some of the online listing providers were not able to find this street. So I think I got that cleared up, and it should be available to view online, but you can just drive by. Google Maps can find this property. And the sellers are planning to clear the trees, but have not done so yet. Listing price for all 3 is $40,000. And if you're interested, send an email to me at robert.h.drum@gmail.com. Here's a list of what you can do with these properties. Single family dwelling. This is straight from the Jefferson County zoning ordinance. So apiary, Christmas tree farm, dairy, dog kennel, general farming, greenhouse, home daycare, a lot of different options for what you could build here. And you may be able to get, because of what's around here, you may be able to get a change of zoning or a variance to allow you to do some other things. It could make sense, even if you're doing single family homes. I think you could probably get one more lot, at least one more lot right here, turn this into 4 potential lots at about 10,000 a piece. So that's something that you could look at. Poultry farm, any kind of farming you're going to be good for. And there's some other potential uses. You just have to look into it. So if you're entrepreneurial and you have an idea about what this property could be, send me an email. I'd love to hear about it. And if you're interested in learning more about turnkey rentals in the Birmingham market, I'll go really deep into areas, price ranges, the good and the bad and the ugly of what I've seen from helping people both buy and sell turnkey type properties. It's a big part of what I've done here in Birmingham, and would look forward to sharing that information with y'all. You can sign up at robert.h.drum/webinar. And thank you all for watching today. I'll continue to put out videos like this. Thank you for tuning in, subscribing, and liking these videos, and I will see you on the market update on Friday. Thank you.